Stop Anti-Semitism came out with the Anti-Semites of the Year list, 2025 Anti-Semite of the Year. Vote for your top 3 candidates by Friday, December 12th. And I have to come to the conclusion that I am washed. I am the most washed I have ever been in my career. Obviously, last year I lost to Candace Owens. I got second place with Greta Thunberg in third. And neither myself nor Candace Owens nor Greta Thunberg is on the list this year. And I guess it's because Stop Anti-Semitism as a policy of no repeats or something, which I think is really strange. What do you mean no repeats? Like, oh, sorry, you won one Oscar. You can't win again. Okay, what's the point? What's the point of doing anti-Israel content if you can't win every year for being the best at anti-Semitism? Like, this is weird to me. It's weird to me that like they have this kind of policy anyway. But yeah, this is a pretty decent summary of it. Zion is putting Miss Rachel, but not Nick Fuentes on the dumb list. Like maybe she should make up for that by doing like lifetime achievements or something. You know what I mean? Because or like a Hall of Fame or something. Because like a lot of people were mad. For those questioning why Nick Fuentes wasn't on the list this year, we have been monitoring Nick Fuentes' anti-Semitism since 2019. While he was a finalist a few years back, his absence from this year's cycle does not erase his anti-Semitism. Rather, it allows us to focus attention on other individuals who are spreading hate, i.e., we do not recycle candidates from year to year. And it's like, I think they should branch out and be like, who's the sexiest anti-Semite? You know what I mean? Like, maybe do like new categories, and it's not just like, maybe do a new way of just like adding additional anti-Semitism. Like, what's the biggest like edge case? You know what I mean? Depending on how crazy this psycho is that makes this list, maybe they could just be like, who's like the worst liberal Zionist? You know what I mean? Like, who is the worst at like, is it like someone who is very clearly pro-Israel but thinks like some of the things that Israel is doing is bad? You know, like you could do a category specifically for that, where you're like not sufficiently pro-Israel, which means you're anti-Semitic, right? Yeah, the most Jewish anti-Semite, you could do that. Yeah, you could do like an entire category just for like Jewish anti-Semites, you know? Like who's the worst? Who's the worst of the worst? Bro didn't win back to back and already inventing new categories. I'm just saying, like, the fact that I got nominated and then didn't win means that I should at least be nominated again, because I'm going to try. Secret Hamas member category. That's a good one. I like that. Millennial Anti-Semite of the Year. Yeah, you could do a generational breakdown if you want. Most anti-Semitic Israel supporter. You're not brand friendly enough. Yeah, they're like, we've achieved that our goal here. Oh, they could do, yeah, that's a good one. Most likely to become an anti-Semite, as in like someone who is currently pro-Israel, but like maybe too critical of Benjamin Netanyahu. You know what I mean? Someone who's like, Benjamin Netanyahu's good, but also I think maybe he should dial it back. And it's like, oh, that's most likely to be anti-Semitic next year. Like rising star. Yeah, anti-Semitic rising stars. Do you see what I mean? Anti-Semite laser beam or induced by car crash. You'd be so mad if you were to lose to Adam Friedland. I would be mad because I've tried so hard. I've been trying so hard. Yeah, lifetime achievement for anti-Semitism. There are so many different wonderful categories that this weirdo could create. And for some weird reason, she doesn't put her whole heart into it. And it's very frustrating. It's like, you can do better. You can literally do better. Anti-Semitic in remembrance. Yeah. Who are some of the top anti-Semites that passed this year? You know, Open Presence. Thank you for the 25. Get the subs. I'm just wondering if we can go around calling whoever we want anti-Semitic. Why aren't we expanding the umbrella to Zionists whose whole political ideology relies on intensify harm to Jews? Israel needs to exist because Jews aren't safe anywhere. Endeavors to blend in the lines between Zionism and Judaism so people incorrectly conflate the two. Yeah. Okay. That's boring. Okay. That's not yeah. Leora Reznichenko is definitely an anti-Semite. Also, she appeared currently getting sued by multiple people across the country. Wait, they're suing her? That's also anti-Semitism. That's wow. If you get defamed by this psycho woman from Long Island who has been able to present herself as like a serious institution somehow, like a credible institution, even though it's just like one psycho lady, right? If you are suing this one lady from Long Island for defaming you, you are the biggest anti-Semite. Most anti-Semitic IDF vacation locations, yes. Thailand, Greece, okay? 30 under 30 anti-Semites, I like that. I think, anne, bana şu diğer kahveyi verir misin? Bir tane daha olması lazım. So, she's just one person. She can't plan this whole award show by herself. We're trying to help her. We're trying to help her. We're trying to help her. Why Thailand? I don't know. I see a lot of like posts about how, like IDF veterans love going to Thailand, and apparently Israeli tourists are so goddamn annoying in general. They're somehow even worse than American tourists, which is quite difficult, right? So no, I got it. So basically what happened is they literally have like no Israelis like placards and stuff. Yeah, they have like they have grown a real distaste for Israeli tourists. True, I went to Thailand this summer, and brother, they made American tourists look Japanese in terms of being well behaved. Yeah, there'll be like no Israeli signs and stuff. It's crazy. Yeah, We Are Charlie Kirk live performance would go hard at the award show. Yeah, JD Vance performs We Are Charlie Kirk at the award ceremony. Dude, the sky is the limit. I swear to God, you could have so much fun with this award show. Okay, guys, I know I'm never gonna win another industry award ever again. Okay, partially because of like this. So at least let me have something. Okay, let me have this award. Leora, I'm begging you. Please grow this award show and make it into the beautiful award show that I know it can be. Okay? I'm not just saying that because I am never going to be invited to like the Streamies or the Video Game Awards or any number of different award shows like that ever again. And ever going to win it ever again, let's be real. And this is my only opportunity to win an award. But I think you have an opportunity here. You have an opportunity here to grow this thing, okay? Make it the most beautiful award show that I know it can be. Reminder that Stop Anti-Semitism is just one unhinged lady with an internet connection. In a sign of how serious our legacy media is, the New York Times took her assertion that Miss Rachel is funded by Hamas seriously. Yeah, and Jake Tapper hosted her on his show as an expert on hate. Like, think about that, dude. That's how psychotic it is. You can be one cyber stalker, okay, with a deep mental illness. And if you're doing it at the behest of Israel, you can go on CNN and New York Times. Like, think about that. Think about that. That's how much legitimacy you get. That is how much institutional legitimacy you get. You can be a literal freak. This is the type of that under different circumstances, if she was like disinvested in like, you know, video games being anti-woke or something, right? Video games being too woke. If she did this exact same thing, which many people do on the internet, like if I was one of these lolcow autists online, and I spent the last decade harassing female video game journalists and finding and figuring out which developers in my favorite video game franchise were trans and just like doxing them. And then I see this one psycho from Long Island literally get like institutional credibility, go on Jake Tapper, go on the New York Times, and have all of these like reputable media institutions treat this person like super sincerely as though they're a serious figure, as though they have like something serious going on. I'd be pretty pissed. You know, there are dudes out there who are just as sweaty, who are just as gross as this one lady, and they've spent the last decade on Kiwi Farms and 4chan cyber stalking people, which they call A-logging, right? A-logging people, and they get no credibility whatsoever. They get no recognition for their work. Meanwhile, she's getting all the recognition for doing this for like, what, 5 years now? I don't know how many years she's been doing it. Just lose gracefully. Hasanabi, OMG, not a good look. I don't know. If I can't even win this, who can I mean, what can I win, right? That's what it is. But yeah, that is real. Like that part, I'm being sarcastic about a lot of stuff here and joking about a lot of stuff here, but except for this thing, which is that this one psycho has been, reported on as though she is a serious figure invested in targeting and combating anti-Semitism in America. Okay? That is insane. That's insane. It would be like the New York Times bringing in a race realist, white nationalist, white supremacist as a primary source, a confidential source to disparage someone who had recently won like the New York mayoral primary or something, and report on his breaking news story about how this person could have hypothetically maybe checked the box in a Columbia University application in a university that he never went to 2 decades prior. It would be equivalent to that, right? Oh, they did do that. My point is, when it comes to Israel, all bets are off. And these reputable institutions that are supposed to have some veneer of credibility, that are supposed to be first and foremost invested in informing the public, drop all remaining standards. And they behave in the most insane ways. It's crazy. I knew your analogy was too specific. Yeah. How does it feel to get mocked by Miss Rachel? I am a fedayeen for Miss Rachel. I will go to war for Miss Rachel. I will fight battles for Miss Rachel. I think it's insane that, nobody really takes this seriously, as you can probably tell from the fact that we're all joking about it. And I'm genuinely offended that I wasn't brought up this year as even a candidate after getting second place last year and losing to Candace Owens in the end. So, but yeah, Miss Rachel's awesome. I got snubbed for real. Yeah, I got snubbed last year because Candace made a much bigger impact, I guess. And there's no honorable mention structure that they have. But I think the very fact that they don't even add Nick Fuentes onto the list implies that they are busted. Do you think it's more than one person working on it, or is it just one lady? No, it is one lady. Or like, I know that Stop Anti-Semitism is like operated by one lady. Maybe they hired more people, because like there's always big donors that love funding shit like this. It's kind of like the ADL. The ADL basically cut down their entire extremism glossary researchers, because they have like actual fascism researchers in the ADL. They chopped it down this past year when they got the most amount of funding they've ever gotten. Like Jonathan Greenblatt literally was like, yeah, we're just pro-Israel. Everybody knows it. We're just going to be we're just going to be more open about it. We don't really give a shit about any sort of extremism. We just only care about defending Israel. And I suspect that Stop Anti-Semitism probably got more donations post October 7 as well. But you know what? My family getting a nomination is kind of like me getting a nomination, right? That's just how I feel about it. Even though I did fall off, let's be real. I fell off pretty hard. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Yeah. It's cope. I'm coping. I need to get way more. I need to get way more aggro with my anti-Israel sentiment